Bharatanatyam. It's a major Hindu form of Indian classical dance that is originated in the modern day region of Tamil Nadu. It is one of the 8 widely recognized Indian classical dance forms. It expresses South Indian religious themes and spiritual ideas, particularly of Shaivism, Vaishnavism, and Shaktism, collectively Hinduism. It was banned by the colonial British government in the year 1910, but the Indian community protested against the ban and expanded its performance outside the temples in the 20th century. It is also known as the dance of Devadasi clan to entice the royals in the olden days. In the year 2020, an estimated 10,000 dancers got together in Chennai to break the world record for the largest Bharatanatyam performance. Previously recorded of 7,190 dancers was set in Chidambaram in 2019. Kuchipudi. It's one of the 8 major Indian classical dances and is originated in a village named Kuchipudi in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. It's a dance drama performance by the team that involves in existing stage movements, exacting footwork, expressive gestures of hand, eye, and face movements. Evidence of Kuchipudi existence in an older version are found in copper inscription in 10th century and found in texts in 15th century. An orphan named Siddhendra Yogi founded and systematized the modern version of Kuchipudi in the 17th century. After the collapse of Vijayanagara Empire, the Muslim sultans entered and Kuchipudi was a dying art in the 17th century. But the last Shia Muslim Sultan of Golconda saw a performance and encouraged to continue the dance drama. In 1687, the Sultan of Golconda overthrown and Aurangzeb entered the kingdom and banned all music and dance arts along with ordering to destruction of musical instruments in Indian subcontinent under the control of Mughal Empire. After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the colonial Europeans arrived and the Christian missionaries and British officials stereotyped and criticized the dancers, calling Indian classical dance as the evidence of tradition of prostitutes, debased erotic culture, slavery to idols and priests, and launched anti-dance movement in 1892 to ban all such dance forms in India. After the ban of all Indian classical dance forms, many Indians protested against the cultural discrimination and launched their efforts to preserve the culture. Vedantam Lakshminarayana Sastri was the influential figure who led the effort to save, reconstruct, and revive Kuchipudi performance art. Sastri worked very closely with other revivalists between 1920 and 1950, particularly with Bala Saraswati, to save and revive Bharatanatyam. The three influential figures in Kuchipudi during the first half of 20th century are Vedantam Lakshminarayana Sastri, Vempati Venkatanarayana Sastri, and Chinta Venkateramaya. Some Western dancers also joined the Indians in preserving the dance, named Ragini Devi and her daughter Indrani Bajpai learned and became a Kuchipudi dancers. Kathak. It is one of the 8 major forms of Indian classical dance. It is originated from North Indian states Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. Kathak dancers are also called Kathakars. It means the one who tells the story with their hand movements, footwork, and facial expressions. It is found in 3 distinct forms called Gharanas, named after cities where the Kathak dance tradition evolved in Jaipur, Banaras, and Lucknow. Kathak is unique in having both Hindu and Muslim Gharanas and united cultural elements. During British colonial rule in 19th century in India, this art is discouraged along with all other Indian dance forms, naming it as a seductive gesture, and it was revived after the independence and brought to the attention of audience outside India in early 20th century. Odissi. It is one of the major Indian classical dance forms and is originated in the eastern coastal state of India called Odisha. It is a dance drama performance used in telling a story and involves in costume, expressions and gestures in sign language. It has 2 major styles. One is the women performed in spiritual temple dances and other is the boys dressed as girls and performed for festivals and occasions. Being one of the Indian classical dance form, it is also suppressed by the Britishers and revived after independence. Odissi was only Indian dance form present in Michael Jackson's 1991 hit single Black or White. Satriya. It's one of the major Indian classical dance form originated in the Indian state of Assam. It's a dance drama performance with origins in the Krishna-centered Vaishnavism monasteries of Assam. Since the 15th century, the Satriya art grew as a part of Vaishnava Bhakti movement in Hindu monasteries called Satra. The costumes includes primarily of 2 types. The male costume comprising dhoti, chadar, paguri. Female costume comprising guri, chadar and kanchi. A key musical instrument that accompanies a Satriya performance is kol. Kathakali. It's one of the major form of Indian classical dances. It's a Hindu performance art in Malayalam-speaking southwestern region of Kerala. Kathakali's roots are unclear and the fully developed style of Kathakali originated around 17th century. The performance includes actors, dancers in the front and the musicians in the background of the stage. Typically, all roles are played by male actors or dancers. Through the modern performances, women have been welcomed into Kathakali tradition. Costumes consisting of headdresses, face masks, and makeups helps the audience to easily identify the characters such as gods, goddesses, and demons. And the musical instruments include Maddalam, Chenda, and Idaka. Manipuri. The Ras Leela, also referred as Manipuri dance, is one of the major Indian classical dance forms originated from the state Manipur in India. It's a love-inspired dance drama of Radha Krishna and it is from 16th century. In the year 1891, the British colonial government entered and marked an end to its golden era of Manipuri dance with all other Indian classical dances and revived after independence. It also has unique costumes. Women characters are dressed like Manipuri bride and as a kumil, and the male characters dress in a dhoti. The musical instruments used are pang, cymbals, harmonium, and a flute, etc. Mohiniyattam. It's an Indian classical dance form that developed and remained popular in the state of Kerala. It is found in the 16th century, but the roots of this dance are still older. Along with all other Indian classical dance forms, it is also ridiculed as a Devadasi prostitution system during the colonial Britishers and banned it. The socio-political conflict ultimately led to renewed interest, revival, and reconstruction of Mohiniyattam by the people of Kerala. The costumes include plain white or off-white such as ivory or cream-colored sari and simple jewelry. And the musical instruments used are mridangam, idakka, flute, etc. Please subscribe to my channel for more information and more videos.